Hey y'all, it's my co Mercedes and I am back with another hair video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this look. I'm more so going to be showing you how I attached this water wave hair to my braid and also how I made my braids a little bit longer than the actual hair in the packaging. So this is not a knotless tutorial. I am not really going to be demonstrating how I started off the braid. So I definitely recommend that you go on another YouTuber's page in order to start off the knotless process. Okay, so you know how this goes. We're gonna get into the products. So the hair that I bought and used was the Xpressions 42-inch hair and it's color 1B. I used exactly 2 packages of this. Freetress water wave hair, 22 inches and color 1B. I didn't even use a full packaging of this because I separated the hair when I did this look. I also used Murray's Edgewax. Y'all know this is a staple for every protective style that I do. Also my Shine and Jam. I also use this Gro Mega Growth hair oil. This is just an oil to moisturize my hair right before I do a protective style. It doesn't matter what kind of oil that you use, but this is just what I had on hand. So I would definitely suggest that you add a moisturizer to your hair before you place it into a protective style. All right, so let's get into this style. Y'all know, if y'all watched any of my last videos, any hair videos, that I always start off with Shine and Jam at my root. I swear by this stuff and make sure that everything is intact, everything is neat. So I like to apply this in the very beginning when I'm starting off a braid or a twist. So I just apply it to the root. I feel like I say that in every single video. But I apply it to the root of my hair. And by the way, my hair is blow dried right now. I don't really blow dry my hair for spring twist or anything, but when I'm doing braids or passion twist, I always blow dry my hair so that the braid comes out a lot neater. And by the way, this video is not meant to show you how to do a knotless braid because I've tried just now trying to explain it and I am not the best at explaining a knotless braid, especially in the front of my head because of how I have to position my arms. So I would definitely suggest looking up how to start a knotless braid, but this is specifically showing you how I added this curly wavy water hair into this style. So I just want to give a warning before y'all are like, this sucked. Okay, so now I'm at a place where I want to add my water wave hair. So what I do is I take my hair and I make sure that I'm holding it at a position where it is half and half down the middle and even. I take my hair, I add it to this middle section, and then I leave this side up so that it's not in the way. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to continue with the braid. I'm going to cross this section over, cross this next section over, and now we're at a place where we can actually continue the braid. So I'm just gonna keep going down like this. And if I notice that my hair starts to look frizzy, I add my Murray's Edgewax. Okay, so now I'm at a point where I want to add more Xpressions hair to make my braid a little bit longer. I have a video explaining how I do this, but I'm gonna just show you guys anyway. So you see how this is separated into 3 sections right here? You're gonna take, what I do to make this a lot easier for myself is I take the Xpressions hair and I have it mirror these 2 end sections and I just line it up against the back. So I'm taking this Xpressions hair towards the back of my braid and I'm just mirroring it with these 2 end parts. And then what I do is I cross this section over in the front towards the middle. And then I do the same thing with this other section, but I'm gonna add some more Edgewax just because it's looking a little frizzy over here. But yeah, I just do the same thing and I just cross it over towards the middle. And now your hands should feel like they're in a good position to continue the braid down. So I'm just gonna continue to go down. And you can stop at any point to take this hair out. It doesn't really matter where you take it out, it just depends on the look that you're trying to achieve. But once I go down a few times with the Xpressions hair, that is when I take this out. And I'm gonna hold this with my mouth and then go down. All right, so I'm gonna continue to keep braiding down, but one thing I do wanna show you is that this side right here is a lot shorter than the other sides, as you can tell. So what I do is I just take a little bit of hair from one of the sections that's longer and I just add it to the short end so that it's a lot more even. So I'm gonna show you that as I'm braiding down. So I try and braid down as much as I can so that the braid stays secure, but it is completely up to you on how far you want to braid down. So this is the end of the braid, and then you can just take this first section and put it down. And this is how it should look. All right, so I'm gonna demonstrate this one more time and hopefully you guys will get the hang of it. Like I said, this video is not meant to show you how to do a knotless braid. This is simply meant to show you how to add this water wave hair to a box braid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add my shining jam to my root. So now I'm at a point where I am ready to add my water wave hair. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to secure these 3 pieces so that they're easily separated for 3 sections. I'm gonna take my water wave hair, make sure that it's even on both sides. And I know it looks a little frizzy. I'll probably fix that at the end. Add the first half to this middle section, and I'm gonna place this other section just towards the top of my head to get out the way. Now what I'm gonna do is, depending on how your section is set up, will depend on which way you cross it, but I'm gonna just take this section over here, cross it down the middle, take this section on the other side, cross it down the middle, and now you're at a spot where your hands are positioned to where you can just continue on with a regular braid. So I'm just gonna continue to braid all the way down. And because I am at a place where I want to add my Xpressions hair, I'm gonna do the same exact thing with adding the hair by splitting these 3 sections. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Xpressions hair, make sure that it is even on both sides, and I'm gonna place this towards the back of the braid, and I'm going to make sure that both of these sides mirror these 2 ends, and they're gonna meet up with them. So I'm gonna take this, make sure this is aligned with this, make sure that the other side is aligned too. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna take this last section over here, cross it down the middle, take this section on the other end, cross it down the middle, and just continue to braid down. Now I'm at a point where I want to take my Xpressions, or not my Xpressions, but my water wave hair out. So I'm gonna take this in, I'm gonna hold it with my mouth and continue to braid down. And as you can tell, this side that's closest to my thumb is really, really thin. So I'm going to take a section from one of these other sections and add it to this section here. That was a lot of times I said section, but y'all know what I mean. And the end of the hair should look like this. And then if you take your whole braid, then it should look like this. There should be 2 sections where the hair is coming out of the braid. But yeah, one thing I do want to let you guys know is that dipping this hairstyle is so much more inconvenient because you don't want to dip this wavy or curly part in the water or it's going to take away the curl pattern. So what I did to seal the ends and dip the hair was I took this first section that was just the braid and I specifically dipped this section into the water. Then for this middle section, if I wanted to dip that part, what I did was I literally had to bend my hair like this and get the other wavy hair out the way and dip that part into the water too. Another thing is that I didn't add this water wave hair to each braid. It's only on certain braids. I kind of just went with the flow. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that because I didn't want it to look too full. All right, y'all, so that wraps up this video. If you have any suggestions or questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And if you want to get updates on new videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video if you like this content. But I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have an amazing week.